Hi everyone! Today I'd like to show you the difference that just a little touch-up of paint will do. As you can see, I've had this painted since the early 2000s, and it's red and I have yellow on the wall, and for a long time it worked perfectly for what I wanted it to do, but now it's dated. So I don't want to paint the yellow yet because it's a two-story and I have vaulted ceilings and it's a lot of work to paint the whole house. But I do want to change the look of it by painting this a different color. So I'll see what I can do. Next, I'm going to take everything off the wall and take off all of the face plates so that I can do a nice, good, clean job. We had an air freshener explode on us, and of course took all the paint off, and when I discovered it, I wiped it down and it took some of the little spackle off also. So I retouched that, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that real well. I tried to give it back a little bit of texture. As soon as it dries, I will go ahead and sand it. So if you're not completely confident in your painting skills, I would hire it out, because if you paint and it turns out to be a complete mess, that can be detrimental to you selling your property and cost you money in the long run. So it's better to be on the safe side rather than do it yourself and make a mess of it. So one thing I don't like to do is to clean up after myself. I hate that part. So I take an old pan and I put these bags from the store on it, and I just paint over the bags, and when I'm done, I take the bags off, throw it in the garbage. That way I don't have to clean the pan. There's a little cleanup, but not as bad as it would be. And there you go. And I'm not being sponsored by Lowe's. It just happened to where I went. Next thing is I'm going to tape off the trim, because I want to try to eliminate a big mess on my trim and have to paint my trim also. So I tape it off and try to be very careful while I'm painting. Like I said, I don't want to have to repaint the trim. I keep a wet towel by me, and if I see that I have a drip, I immediately wipe the drip off. Had to get my little planting kneeling pad here, because this is tile and it will hurt my knees. I have it all taped off. Now it's time for me to go upstairs and put my hair up, because I'm already sweating. Okay, so I have my tools. I have some stir sticks. I have an edger I use also. I also have a small paintbrush that I use also. If my hand's not feeling steady, I'll use the edger, but this does really well. Also, I have a very small roller. I love to use small rollers versus the big rollers. Okay, I have all the trim done, as you can see. Didn't take me too long, so now I'm going to start with my first coat. Now the color will be a little different from the first coat to the second coat, and maybe even have to do a third coat. I am finished with the first coat. The background look so much different. Okay, the color will change a little bit. You can see some of the red bleeding through already, but once I get the second coat, it'll look better, and I may have to do a third coat. But it took me less than an hour just to paint it. It took me longer to prep. As you can see, small changes can make a huge difference in how you view your home and how others view your home. But I do have to warn you, when you make changes, it leads to other changes. For example, I just didn't stop here painting my red wall. I actually painted the wall over here. I actually painted the hallway wall, and I also painted all the trim, because once I painted the wall, the trim looked terrible. Now I'm going to paint all my walls, but first I'm going to take it one wall at a time. That's all you can do. The color in the video actually looks different than the color on the wall. To me, it looks like it has like a tan, greenish color. I don't know the color. We had it mixed from a sample. And I think it goes pretty good with the yellow. Now that I put the pictures up, and then it has the green in it, I think it ties in pretty well now with the yellow walls, and this will all be changed. I also painted my hallway, and I painted the ceiling and the crown molding all the same color. Also, I thought it would be a good thing to paint the door and the wall. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and please like and comment. That would really mean a lot to me. Thank you.